Well, a vicious MS-13 attack in New York is being blamed on America's gaping immigration loopholes. Ramon Aravello Lopez and Oscar Canales Molina allegedly took part in an MS-13 assault on two New York high school students. Both of the alleged assailants were detained at the border in 2016. But since they were unaccompanied minors at the time, they were allowed to settle in this country while awaiting deportation. Of course, they were never deported. Nobody ever is. Without that catch-and-release policy, the crime likely wouldn't have happened. Mark Morgan was head of the Border Patrol under President Obama. He was dismissed by President Trump, which you should keep in mind as you listen to him speak, and he joins us tonight. Mr. Morgan, thanks very much for coming on tonight. So is it too much to say that this is a real-world example of what can happen if you have a dysfunctional immigration policy?
That's absolutely right, Tucker. And I think you said it right, is that it's about that the immigration process in this country across the board is broke. This is a great example. American, if they could look this up, the Flores decision. The Flores decision is what mandates the United States Border Patrol to release minor children. They only have a few amount of days, and once they hit that, they've got to release them, regardless if they've been properly vetted, regardless if they have a parent in the United States, they have to be released into the interior of the United States.
And so that's a judicial ruling. A court came up with that decision. Has Congress ever acted on it? I mean, since clearly that's crazy, why doesn't the United States Congress fix it?
That's a great question, Tucker. Another reason why I'm breaking my silence, because Congress could fix this in 5 minutes if they wanted to. Before I was the chief of Border Patrol, I was with the FBI, and I actually supervised an MS-13 gang force in Southern California. We used to catch them on surveillance wires, and they would laugh. MS-13 gang members would laugh how easy it was to go back and forth between the Mexico and U.S. border.
So we've had a number of debates on this show with Democrats who say there's something bigoted about criticizing MS-13. As someone who's actually worked to apprehend MS-13, how would you respond to that?
That's ridiculous. MS-13, and I know this may be controversial, but when the president referred to them as animals, I absolutely said that is correct. Those MS-13 members. And I can tell you, again, because I've worked it and I've been there as a chief, I've been in the detention facilities where I've walked up to these individuals that are so-called minors, 17 or under, and I've looked at them and I've looked at their eyes, Tucker, and I said, that is a soon-to-be MS-13 gang member. It's unequivocal.
And their victims are overwhelmingly immigrants themselves, right?
That's another untold story, Tucker, that I'm glad you're talking about tonight. That's absolutely correct. That's another incredulous thing. They absolutely prey on their own.
Right. So if you cared, you would care about that. Mr. Morgan, thank you very much. Mark Morgan, great to see you.
You bet.